Dave. I guess you gave me that. In 1998, Dave was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame at the National Academy of Popular Music's the 29th annual ceremony in New York City, and in 2009. In 2009, he was also inducted into the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame. His many accomplishments have been displayed in various musical genres worldwide. The 2005 flood following Katrina was a disaster for the Bartholomew's family. They lost everything: their home, studio, and countless personal and professional possessions. They were compelled to live in Dallas, Texas for a couple of years, but this disaster did not hinder Dave's desire and passion to rebuild and return to New Orleans. A couple of years later, Dave and his family returned. He currently resides in New Orleans, Louisiana with his beautiful wife, Rhea. He has 6 children and several grandchildren. Dave continues to influence, support, work with, and provide principles to his sons and grandsons, who's keeping his legacy alive while building one of their own. His unselfish love, hard work, and unwavering dedication revolutionized the music industry. He often visited his Aunt Leontine and other family members, and his cousins are here, who's my mom, Dorothy, and my uncle Wilbur Lumar. And Dave had loved to eat. He enjoyed Vivian and Hazel's cooking. Now, my mom said, well, Heidi, why you didn't put my name on the program? I said, well, Mom, you know you weren't a good cook at that time. So that's why I didn't put your name on the program. But anyway, he loved his family. He treated them well, and he never visited without bringing gifts. Even though I was small, we all were looking forward to the gifts to see what they were, because he would always come with gifts for everyone. He never forgot where he came from, and still today is proud to say that Edgard is his home.
That's right.
So you see, Bartholomew was our family's Christmas gift. But now, he is a legendary gift that will be presented to all. God bless you, keep you, and we love you, Dave. I am honored to present to some and to introduce to others Edgard's very own Mr. Dave Bartholomew.
Thank you. Dave, want to say one word? What more can I say? But thank you. The man upstairs been taking care of me all the time. At Louisiana, the Lord said, let me reach down there and get that boy out the country and give him an automobile. But he first has to learn how to play that horn. And the man upstairs by the name of Mr. Dave, Mr. Peter Davis, took me under his wing, and here I am. He wasn't, what I want to say, he was a rough man. But one thing he used to say, if you don't be nothing now, when you grow up, you're going to be less. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. And since Dave put us on the map, I only put us on the map, he put St. John Parish on the map. And that's why we have our lovely parish president over here, Ms. Natalie Robauer, for a special proclamation. Let's give her a hand.
Thank you, Mr. Watt. Of course, it's an honor to be here. It was a great first annual event. I think it was very well attended, very well organized. We want to thank everybody who sponsored, who came out and who participated. And of course, thanks for allowing me to do this. I didn't really know you, Mr. Bartholomew. I'm not from here, but in putting together the proclamation, I learned a lot about you and your family, and it is indeed an honor for me to be here and present you with this proclamation. And this proclamation reads, Dave Bartholomew, renowned musician, band leader, and native of Edgard, Louisiana. Whereas it is an honor and privilege to give special recognition to Mr. Dave Bartholomew for his outstanding accomplishments as a musician, band leader, composer, producer, songwriter, talent scout, businessman, and more. And whereas Mr. Bartholomew is a native of Edgard and was born on December the 24th, 1920, at an early age he learned to play the tuba and trumpet, and as a teen he performed with many popular bands of the South with much older musicians. And whereas in 1949 Mr. Bartholomew was hired as an artist and repertoire representative by Lou Chudd at Imperial Records and was free to find and record talent, Mr. Bartholomew brought in Mr. Antoine Fats Domino and became Mr. Domino's songwriter, producer, and collaborator. And whereas, while Mr. Bartholomew produced, wrote, and arranged recordings for numerous other artists, his complementary chemistry with Mr. Domino proved to be the most prolific and productive, as the pair generated record-breaking sales and co-wrote many songs that became monster record hits. And whereas Mr. Bartholomew's versatility, his resonance, and talent led him to write songs for Elton John, the Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, Hank Williams Jr., Bob Seger, the Thunderbirds, Dave Edmunds, Cheap Trick, Elvis Costello, Joe Cocker, George Benson, and many more. And whereas Mr. Bartholomew has been recognized on many occasions for his outstanding talent and musical brilliance, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1991, the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1998, and the Louisiana Hall of Fame in 2009. And whereas Mr. Bartholomew is celebrated as one of New Orleans' most significant musical figures, playing a major role in shaping the rhythmic orientation of the city into a sound everyone would come to know and love as rock and roll. Now, therefore, I, Natalie Robot, Parish President, do hereby extend our sincere appreciation and congratulations to Mr. Dave Bartholomew for his outstanding accomplishments and achievements as a renowned musician, band leader, producer, and composer. Mr. Bartholomew.
Thank you, Ms. Romano. Thank you.
Right here.
It's a video. Oh.